Hello, all you beautiful people. Welcome to K-Yoga. My name is Kayla, and tonight I'll be guiding you through a beautiful practice that's designed to help you fall asleep easier. So this practice will incorporate a lot of yin yoga poses, and this practice can be done on your mat before bed, or it can even be done in your bed. I have done this practice in my bed almost every single night, or every night that I have trouble sleeping, when I have the mind racing thoughts or I'm just not comfortable in bed. And this has never failed to help me fall asleep just like that. I really hope that it works as well for you as it does for me. So without further ado, let's get started. And please remember to hit the subscribe button to stay tuned for future videos. Meet me in a comfortable seated position. Maybe your legs are crossed. Maybe you're in butterfly position like me. And place your hands on your knees or on the ground or wherever feels comfortable. Start to tune into the breath here. Become conscious, become aware of where you are, what you're feeling inside. Pay attention to the breath. Notice how long the inhales and exhales are. And when you become aware of the breath, do not attempt to control it, but rather notice how it feels flowing throughout your whole body. Slowly start to incorporate some neck rolls into your seated breathing, and just notice where you feel tension. Maybe you need to drop the shoulders down, maybe they're hunched up, or maybe you need to relax your jaw because your teeth are clenching. Release the grip in your hands. Notice where in your body you're still holding tension, and then consciously let that go. Bring your hands to prayer in the heart center and take one cleansing breath here, maybe using the Ujjayi breath, which is an oceanic sounding type breath that comes from the back of your throat. It's a restricted breath and it makes an ocean sound. When you're ready, move into a tabletop pose, making sure that your wrists are underneath your shoulders and your knees are underneath your hips. On an inhale, arch the back, lift the chin, shift the gaze up to the ceiling, and on an exhale, round the spine and shift the gaze towards the belly button. Move through these at your own pace, following the inhale and exhale with each cat and cow. On your next inhale, lift your right arm and open the chest. And exhale, and thread the right arm under and across your chest, resting on the outer shoulder and releasing your head to the floor. Inhale, the right arm lifts back up, and exhale, place it back down on the ground. Inhale, lift your left arm high up to the sky. Exhale, thread under the body and rest on your outer shoulder, allowing the head to release to the mat. Inhale, reach the left arm back up, and exhale, return to tabletop pose. Scooch the knees in towards your hands and find a comfortable seat on your shins. Take hold of the right knee with the left hand, and then the right arm reaches up and over the head for a side body stretch. On your next inhale, bring both hands back to the knees, and then find a twist on the opposite side, bringing the right hand to the left knee, and once again, bringing your free arm up and over the head, feeling the elongating of the side body here. Then meet your hands together behind the back, sit up to create space between the thighs and the shins, and then open the chest and shoulders, creating openness in the heart space and finding a subtle arch in the back. If you're in bed, stay in this position. Otherwise, find your way to standing, and wherever you are, we'll fold forward, taking hold of opposite elbows for ragdoll pose. Let your head hang heavy, feeling the release of tension in the neck, and take whatever movements feel good, maybe bending one knee and then the other, or nodding your head yes, shaking your head no. Inhale, step back into a modified plank pose with the knees on your mat or on the bed, and exhale, modified chaturanga. Bring the forearms down to the mat and lay your hands by your ears. Inhale, lift the chest for Sphinx pose, and then windshield wiper your legs from side to side to release tension in the lower back. Push yourself up and come through into tabletop pose, and then widen the knees about mat width distance and come into a wide-legged child's pose. Release the forehead to the mat, and with each exhale, surrender deeper into the pose. Maybe invite the Ujjayi breath back once again here, counting the inhales and exhales, slowing the heart rate in preparation for a restful and peaceful sleep. Come through tabletop and walk the legs through to come to a wide-legged straddle. Take hold of each foot and fold forward, allowing gravity in each exhale to lead you deeper into the pose. When you're ready, bring the soles of the feet back together in butterfly and slowly recline to lie on the back. Bring your feet as close or as far from your body as feels comfortable, and then start to wiggle in the shoulders as if you were trying to touch them together, opening the heart and finding space between the back and the mat or your bed. Close your eyes or soften the gaze to drishti, or a singular focal point, focusing on feeling the sensation in your belly of the breath rising and falling. On your next inhale, draw the knees together and lift the legs all the way up to the sky for waterfall pose. And if this is uncomfortable, you can put a block under your bottom and just take hold of the hands behind the knees or the thighs. And then on an exhale, lift the hips and support your back with your hands, and slowly bring your knees down towards your forehead and extend the legs. Maybe your feet touch the surface beneath you, maybe they don't. Wherever you are is exactly where you should be. Extend the arms flat or interlace the fingers and gaze at your navel. From here, I welcome you to come into knee to ear pose, so bend the knees and then press the knees against your ears, or you can stay in plow pose. On your next inhale, reach behind you to grab the outsides of each foot, and then slowly lower back to a reclined position with your legs bent for happy baby. Pull the feet in towards your body to get a deeper stretch in your hip flexors, and then stay here, or you can rock from side to side or back and forth. On your next exhale, extend the legs long and then roll your knees over to the right. The left leg bends and comes over and across the extended right leg for supine twist. The arms can come out into a T and the gaze shifts to the opposite direction of the knees. If you've wandered off, Let this pose guide you back into the present moment as you focus on your breath. This pose is a great transition into our final pose, which is Savasana. On your next inhale, bring the knees back to neutral and then turn over to the opposite side for supine twist. This time the right leg comes over the left, arms are still out in a T, and the gaze shifts to the other side. When you're ready, bring the knees together, wrap your arms around the knees, and give yourself a big hug. Say to yourself, whether out loud in a whisper or in your own head, I deserve to rest now. I allow my body to rest, free of worry, free of the future, free of the past. I allow myself to rest because I am in the present moment. We've reached our final pose for this class, which is Savasana. So I invite you to grab a pillow, a blanket, or anything that might make you feel more comfortable during this pose. Before we come into complete silence and stillness, I want to share a quote with you to end this practice on. It's from a book I'm reading called The Power of the Now by Eckhart Tolle. How can we drop negativity? By dropping it. How do you drop a piece of hot coal that you are holding in your hand? How do you drop some heavy and useless baggage that you are carrying? By recognizing that you don't want to suffer the pain or carry the burden any longer, and then letting go of it. Thank you so much for joining me today in this restful practice. I wish you a deep and peaceful sleep, and I'll see you again in the next video.